Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to a new video. Today, I'm going to go through the top 5 things that I'm looking forward to for Lost Ark. Comes out in exactly 1 week today as of making the video. I'm not sure if it'll get put out today, but as of making the video, it's 1 week today, next Tuesday. It gets released for those that have bought the Founders Pack, and I cannot wait at all. I've just been non-stop watching videos and everything. It's going to be great, and the more I watch it, the more I get excited for playing it. It's as simple as that. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go through my top 5 things that I am personally looking forward to in Lost Ark. So yeah, let's get into it. So for number 5, PvP. I've never, well, when I was playing World of Warcraft many moons ago, before I stopped playing that, I really enjoyed PvP. When I first started playing it, I was more of a PvE person, but then slowly I kind of got off that and sort of went into PvP, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed PvP. It was a lot harder and more challenging. At the time, I didn't do like mythic dungeons and raids and things like that, so obviously they're really difficult. I just kind of did dungeons and raids and, like, you know, your average ones. So I really found PvP to be more exciting because it was harder for me to fight other players, and it was a lot more fun. Like, you know, you do a dungeon, it's the same thing. You run in, you kill a monster, you know, the rovers in the same areas, the rovers the same monsters, the same levels. PvP was always different. You know, you fight different people, and actual people, not just NPCs. So I always found that really interesting, and the more I look on PvP for Lost Ark, it looks really interesting. It really does. There's no like, you know, battle arenas where you do like big 10v10 battles. As far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure it's only like 3v3, 2v2, and 1v1s I think you can get as well. So like arenas that you would get in World of Warcraft is basically what you get for PvP in Lost Ark. But the really cool thing is, I'm pretty sure every character is like set. So when you go in, you know, you don't have an advantage over another person because your gear is better than theirs. I think they're all set as like their own thing, like the same item level and stuff like that. So everyone has the same advantages. You know, you're not going to be like, oh, I've been playing this game for a year, so I've got way better gear than this guy who's only been playing for 5 months, or a week, or 3 weeks, or 4 weeks, or however long it's been. They all, I think they all like make them so they're all the same item level and things like that, which is cool. Really cool thing to do. Really does help out with, you know, players not feeling deterred or not wanting to go into PvP because, like, my gear's terrible, I keep dying. It all really comes down to skill, which is cool. I way prefer it to be down to skill rather than, you know, oh, you're better than me technically, but my item level's better than you, as I have better gear than you, so therefore I'm better than you. I do more damage. Which, I mean, that in itself does make players, you know, go off and get more gear and stuff like that, but they'll still play the game. So yeah, PvP is something I'm really looking forward to. I kind of fell off it in World of Warcraft, and I'm not sure how much I'll play it in Lost Ark, but I'll always give it a try. We'll see what we can do with it. Yeah, super looking forward to it. But moving on to number 4, Strongholds. The Stronghold system in Lost Ark was something that really caught my eye when I was looking at it. I find it really interesting the way they're going to be doing it. So if you don't know, a stronghold is basically, it's kind of like a garrison in World of Warcraft, except a lot more interesting and, you know, something you would actually want to do. A garrison in World of Warcraft, when you got it in, I think it was Warlords of Draenor, was terrible. I keep comparing it to World of Warcraft, but it just has a lot of similarities with it being an MMO. The stronghold or the garrison in World of Warcraft was terrible. Didn't really interest anyone, but the stronghold here, you actually get stuff to upgrade your character and things like that. You can upgrade your like main base, and then you can research into other things and you get more stuff for it. So you could like research into, you know, like a vendor that could give you like stuff that helps your item level, like it gives you materials and stuff for your item level. You can design it. There's a lot of different designs that you can get. So your own stronghold is very personal to you, rather than every stronghold just looking the same. You level it up, the buildings all look the same. It's boring. Having a lot more creativity helps because it makes it more interesting. you feel a lot more rewarding, you know, leveling up your main part and then, you know, being able to change the way it looks so it doesn't look like everybody else's. Your own garrison, your own stronghold is your own stronghold. It just feels a lot better to me personally. I think it'll be really fun leveling up. So life skills also kind of go hand in hand with stronghold, which is like, you know, I think it's wood cutting, fishing. There's a few others as well, but I can't remember them. Which you use for items to level up your garrison. I keep saying garrison. To level up your stronghold. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I really hope they do have a lot of cosmetic designs that you can get for strongholds, and it's not just like, oh, you get like 3 different coloured variants for this one house, because that's not really too much of a like creativity. There's no creativity in that. It's just, you know, pick one of 3 colours. There you go. That's now what that building looks like. Looking forward to it. Well, hopefully, I'm not very creative. I learned that when I play Minecraft, but hopefully I'll be able to make my stronghold look somewhat decent. Yeah, looking forward to that a lot. So moving on from that, on to number 3, is just trying out different classes. Lost Ark has a lot of classes. I think it has like, what, 5? It's got the warrior, the mage, the assassin, the gunner, and the martial artist. So yeah, it has 5 like classes, and obviously within those classes are advanced classes, and there's like 4 or 5 of like each advanced class in that one class. So there's plenty to choose from, 100%. And they all fall into obviously the warrior category, the mage category, etc., etc. But they're all so different, which even the ones that are the same. So like you've got the sorceress and the bard, which are in the mage class, but they're completely different. The sorceress is all about elemental magic, like an actual mage. But the bard, you know, it plays music to heal and, you know, buff allies and things like that. So it's still magic based, but it's completely different. Same with like the martial artist. You get one martial arts class that like really looks like a martial arts class. I think it's the striker, where it actually looks like a martial arts class. It jumps around, it does these like flamboyant movements. But then you get something like the Soul Fist that like sends out like blasts and stuff, and like they do these weird finger pistols. I mentioned it on my last video, and I'm really looking forward to just trying each class and then finding out what I like, because the last video I made, the tier list, which thank you for everyone that watched that video. That video got quite a lot of views, so thank you everyone, and thank you everyone that subscribed from that video. But I feel like I can't exactly say I do or don't like a class if I've never tried it. So in that tier list, I just mentioned, you know, what I enjoyed or what I thought I would enjoy, what I thought I wouldn't enjoy, which is why I put like a bunch of artillerist classes and stuff, not artillerist, a lot of gunner classes like in the bottom row in the D rank, because I didn't really think I would like them, but I've never tried them. So I'll make a tier list when I've actually played the game for quite a while and I've actually got an understanding of each of the classes, and I've actually been able to play them and play against them, see what's fun, what isn't, what I enjoy. Like I said in that video, the only one that I know I'll enjoy is the sorceress, because it's a mage and I know full well I'm going to enjoy it. I've watched a lot of videos on the sorceress and I can already tell she's going to be my favourite. Yeah, so trying different classes is going to be super fun and I really cannot wait. They're all so different to what I've seen in like previous games and stuff, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So moving on to number 2, leveling in story. So leveling from 1 to 50, once I've done it once or twice before, it'll probably get a bit boring. It's the same with every other MMO, because you've already done it. You just kind of want to get to the end game. Luckily for Lost Ark, that happens quite quickly because Smilegate made it so the leveling process, you get from 1 to 50 just finishing the main quests, and that's it. Once you finish the main quest, that's it, you're done. You level 50, you can venture off and do Chaos Dungeons and Abyss Raids and everything. But I'm really looking forward to leveling my Sorceress from level 1 to level 50 in following the story while I do it. I was never huge on the story for World of Warcraft, only because I didn't start playing until Cataclysm, so I was so lost in the story, there was nothing for me to watch, to understand. But with Lost Ark, I can play it from the beginning, all the way through to, you know, where it is now. I think it's still ongoing. I'm not 100% sure. I assume it's still ongoing. It's an MMO. Those stories just kind of get added onto. But as of right, like when I first level from 1 to 50, I'm looking forward to just taking my time, watching the story, see how it unfolds, see if there's any twists or anything like that, getting to know all the characters, and then eventually just, you know, going from there. Like I say, once I've already done it once before, then I'll just skip the story and just get on with it, you know what I mean? But until then, for that first game, I am really looking forward to just taking my time, taking in the scenery, taking in the story, and just enjoying myself. Because at the end of the day, it's a game, and if you don't enjoy yourself when you're playing it, then there's no point in playing it, you know what I mean? But finally, we're going on to number 1. My number 1 thing that I'm really looking forward to is raids and dungeons. I am really, really looking forward to raids and dungeons. I'm pretty sure in Lost Ark they've made it so you can only do, I think it's like 2 Abyss raids or whatever, or Legion raids or whatever it is, like a day per character. So it's not like you could just, I don't think you can just do them over and over and over again. Or if you can, you won't get like loot from them. But they're doing a really cool thing where you're not punished for missing a day or 2, because they've got a reward system. So basically, if you miss a day, you get like a rest bonus. Then if you complete a raid after that, or a dungeon or whatever after that, you get that rest bonus. So you get like double the loot, which is cool. So then players that aren't, you know, hardcore streamers that get to play this game all day and get paid for it, or like me who has no life and will be playing all day but not getting paid for it, they're not getting punished for it, then they can just continue and they're not missing out on any loot or anything like that. But yeah, I've been looking at the raids and the dungeons, and just it looks really cool. I love I can't remember, I think it might be Abyss raids. That's like the sort of Monster Hunter-esque one where you go in and you, like, there's a monster somewhere on the battlefield and you just have to go and find it and kill it. But it's like super strong. You've got like Chaos dungeons, you've got like Legion raids, Abyss raids. All of it just looks really fun to me. I love any game where you get gear for like doing certain things. So like you do Chaos dungeons and they drop loot all over the floor and you get to pick it up, and in that loot there might be like a really rare reward that'll help your item level get up, and then you can move on to the next Abyss dungeon or whatever it is, eventually getting up to, like, you know, the cap level of item level, and then you can go on your alts and you can do it all over again. There is a lot to do in this game, and I am there for it 100% of the way. I've already bought my I bought the gold founders pack, so on the 8th, once the game gets released at 5 PM where I am, I'm going to be streaming it, no two ways about it. But for an honorable mention, just before we end the video, is going to be sailing. I've never seen a game where they travel kind of like the way they do in Lost Ark. Because you can sail from one island to the other, and there's little bits to do in between. There's like, I think there's like ghost ships that can attack you, and you can go on and get loot from them and things. I've never really been huge on like ships and sailing and pirates and stuff like that, although I do love Pirates of the Caribbean. Nothing to do with the video, just letting everyone know I'm a huge Pirates of the Caribbean fan. So anyone else that likes Pirates of the Caribbean, you're alright in my books. But yeah, I've never been a huge fan of it, but it does look interesting, and I'm obviously willing to try it. It's an integral part of the game, so I have to like it, whether I like it or not. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are my 5 plus an honorable mention things that I am really looking forward to in Lost Ark. The game comes out, like I say, a week from today. It's currently the 1st when I'm recording this video, so in a week today I'll get to play it. Everyone else gets to play it. And I'm just hoping they do keep up with the content, they keep releasing new things, to keep the game fresh and interesting. I would hate to fall in love with the game for it to just die out because they haven't brought any new stuff out. That would be really just depressing, to say the least. But yeah, those are my 5 things. Let me know what your 5 things or 1 thing is that you're really looking forward to in Lost Ark in the comments below. Like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you like, and I shall see you guys in the next video.